Oh, B-Flem, you're gonna like this.
Okay.
It's podcasting time. Oh, welcome. Oh, I guess I should have did. It's podcasting time. Welcome to your favorite wrestling podcast. I am Crunk Chocolate. I am here with my tag team partner, B-Flem, Devin, the dude. He also it happened on like the WWE social, so you might not have saw it, but B-Flem, but Devin the dude, our third, our trio partner, he actually also got taken out by Randy Orton. So like he's gonna be out for this week. I apologize. Hopefully he'll be back next week. We'll see. Yeah.
Rest in peace. You know, we're pulling for you, gang.
Yeah, rest quickly, my friend.
It's a real shame Randy Orton went chair to the back of the neck. Like concerto.
Like I couldn't watch, but also I couldn't stop watching. It was wild. It was wild. So yeah, you pull through, brother. We'll be thinking about you. Hopefully we see you soon. Let's start off with a wrestling news and hot topics segment. Beyond the bell. I need to get a bell for this. Ding ding ding. Okay, so let's make a note for that. Oh, allergies. Shit. Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey made whatever her name is, made the most awkward appearance on AEW. Stepping in the stage and just pointing at Toni Storm, who is laying on her back, like literally doesn't know what's anything, but she just heard the crowd lose their mind. So she popped up and was like, what's everybody going crazy about? And then she saw Ronda Rousey and she was like, what?
Why?
Okay. I guess I gotta go to the ring. She's like, this is what? So it was in her attempt to hype her Netflix fight against Gina Carano. That's going to be on Netflix. I'm not going to lie. I have no interest in that match at all.
So why? Actually, no, I know exactly why that wasn't done on WWE.
Well, and yes, but also TKO were in talks with Ronda to buy this fight, but it ended up not happening, going through, but it's still going to be on Netflix, which is kind of funny. But Ronda did a vlog that you can watch on YouTube. But she said AEW is a less restrictive, more adult version of WWE. Like shots all over the place. She did call it a fuck you to TKO because she did try to sell her fight to Carano, her fight with Carano to TKO, but they didn't want to pay what she was asking. And she continued, quote, which is funny because WWE is on Netflix, but I kind of figured it would be easier to ask for forgiveness instead of permission on this one. Claimed that she was promoting the fight. She didn't necessarily say anything negative about the other company, but it is what it is. I guess, what are your thoughts on this whole Ronda Rousey going to the enemy of the company that she's most known from, UFC and WWE, who are all part of the TKO holdings?
I don't really care. Fair. Ronda Rousey I feel like she's so detached from the current WWE as of now, where it really doesn't matter to them. Like she can take all the shots that she wants, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna be like, okay,
right.
But I mean, like, it is weird to me that they chose to promote it on AEW, but I mean, what have you got to do to promote the show, I guess, because I didn't even realize that it was for a fight.
I know. Well, because they didn't technically, like, even the announcers, nobody said anything about the fact that Ronda Rousey has a fight on Netflix. They just said that she is best friends with Marina Shafir, so she assumed that she was there to help Marina Shafir, who did come in the ring and helped her take out Toni Storm. who is now out indefinitely due to a pretty serious injury, the way that they're making it seem. Like, they haven't said what it is, but they are saying that she's going to be out for a while. So you too get healthy, Tony Storm. It's sad because she's really been cooking. It's cooking, especially without the belt, and that's the hardest thing to do when you're such a larger than life character. People tend to think that the chase is all you need to be relevant as a character, and I think she's done a very good job at doing that, just like keeping people interested in her through just straight up programs with people that have nothing to do with the belt. Yeah. Oh, speaking of what may or may not be a story, Muriel Mizjek, she was a director of Kinderhouse Brooklyn. It's a preschool private school in New York. She's getting attention because she spent $350,000 on WWE events, including VIP access and meet and greets over the last 3 years. And if you
Can I
look,
borrow $20?
right? So I did forget to mention that, she was sort of embezzling money from the preschool to pay for everything.
That's plenty.
She was caught stealing $2.75 million from this private preschool in New York and Brooklyn. She was taking the tuition money, and she was messing with the counting information to making it look like all the tuition money was coming, whereas she was stealing it. What got her in trouble was that the workers at the school weren't getting paid. So then she had to pay them basically like out of her own pocket, because that was the money that she was taking. And from there, they were able to draw a line. She spent like $150,000 on just like food deliveries. Like, she was living the life. She only was making $40,000 a year for this job. So she was basically telling people that she has European family that were paying for everything.
Was she saying royal family, or was it just like European family?
Just European, yeah, family in Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's less fun of a lie.
Right, I would have asked her like which royal member family, and obviously you have to be pretty obscure, but not too obscure, because they're all technically rich. So yeah, it could have worked. But yeah, no, she's living the life. She was like taking her kids with her to these events, like posting it all on social media. She's being pretty reckless, and she could have got away with it if she wasn't so dumb. Like, how are you gonna have just the stolen money in your own account? Like, you don't even have like this like side off account in like Barbados, or
rookie mistake.
Like, rookie mistake, girl. Learn how to scam. And then
flashing it by using hundreds of thousands of dollars at WWE events. Take the money and go dark.
like facts, like disappear. But the only thing that we'll move on to our where we review and talk topics is what's going on in wrestling. There are plenty of things that we could talk about for AEW, but WWE is. So first, I'll say this, because Thunder Rosa was quoted in saying that she thinks that AEW shouldn't be seen as like the alternative to WWE anymore, that they are like side by side. Like, yes, they acknowledge they're the like younger brother, but they are now like actual siblings. You can compare them apples to oranges instead of being like they're still so new you can't really put them next to each other. And AEW's ratings have been climbing lately. I will say I have very much been enjoying AEW's shows. I watch both shows on Wednesday and Saturday, whereas all I watch is Raw. Like, if I forget that SmackDown is on, I forget that SmackDown is on. Like, I haven't been sold on Raw, and if it was live like it was on USA, I'd probably be screwed out of watching that too. I'd just be like, hey, I'll watch these highlights because you're not really missing much. But we'll talk about some of the things that are intriguing me. But we'll start with AEW, because again, I fox with it, and the main topic of conversation right now was the Hangman Adam Page versus MJF Texas Death Match, where Hangman Adam Page lost clean, got choked out by his own chain. He now cannot challenge for the AEW World Title at all for the rest of his time in AEW. If people are not familiar, that is exactly what Cody Rhodes did. And he ended up leaving for WWE. Obviously, the conversation is it wasn't a contract stipulation. So, like, it's only, and Tony Khan has admitted this, it is only like a Hangman Adam Page's word that he will never challenge for the world title again. Easy way around that is he goes heel and says, I don't care about my word anymore. I want the title. Like, there's easy ways around this, but it will be intriguing to watch how long he can go, because I mean, there's like 25 belts in AEW, so he can go win Ring of Honor, AEW, like he can go to New Japan. Like, there are places where he can go and go win all the belts. He just can't win the belts. Yeah, you sounded shocked when I said that stip. I guess how are you feeling about that idea to like keep him from being a world champion and what that can mean for him at AEW?
Yeah, I thought that was just gonna be like as long as MJF is champion, but that's interesting. I mean, it can work. There's a lot more for Adam Page to do. I think there still could be a lot more for Hangman Adam Page to do. That it's not the AEW World Championship. And I think it will put in a breath of fresh air around the AEW World Championship. But I also, since it's like just his word, I could definitely 100% see him turning heel and being like, yeah, fuck my word.
Right. Never trust a cowboy or some shit like that.
Right. But if he does turn out to stick through with it and he never is AEW World Champion again while he's in there, I think that I don't think it'll necessarily hurt his resume. I think he's had a lot of really good moments within AEW that he can hang his hat on. And we can do a lot more to explore his character.
Yeah.
Without the title in play. Maybe some like mid-card titles in play or the international, but no, I'm actually really interested to see what happens there, because that for his entire time in AEW, that low-key surprised me.
Yeah, especially because he, like, the way that he got the Texas Death Match, it kind of all just felt like it was leading to, he would beat MJF for the title. I love the idea that they're sticking with MJF, because his whole thing is like he's the greatest wrestler, and I think this is only his second challenge that his defense. That was where I was trying to look for. That is only his second defense. That means he's got to do more. He needs at least 4 or 5 defenses in order to make this championship, because his character is so good. Like, he's a bad guy who is very obviously a bad guy, but gets cheered. Like, the crowd, he's so over with the crowd, even with all of the dastardly things that he does, and he does do a bunch of bullshit. I actually like Fox with it heavy. I very much enjoy MJF because it just feels like an old school heel. Like, that's exactly what he feels like. And I don't really know, like, I'm trying to think like who else does like a just old school type of heel. Like, he's pays attention to the classics. That's what he talks about all the time. Like, I fox with him, but also I love the idea of it forcing new people Like, obviously, Bandito has some while ago. I mean, he's the ROH champion, but Andre Idolo, Brody King is doing his thing, Kenny Omega, Swerve. Like, there are so many people who can. Oh man, why can't I think of his name? Why can I not think of his name? But there are tons of young people who are coming up and doing their thing, and oh well, I can't find him. I'll randomly think about him, and Jet.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes, Jet Set. Yeah, but there are plenty of people who can step up and give MJF W's. Honestly, there are a couple of really easy people who can come in and instantly be like, boom, there you go, let's get some wins. And he's about to fight Kenny Omega, so that's gonna be like a tough one. Kenny Omega seems he's killing it. I unfortunately am not familiar with old Kenny Omega, like when he was at his prime. So I am sad about that. I wish I could have saw that. Obviously, I could watch old fights, but yeah. Anyway, let's keep it moving to Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. So that seems to be is going to be a WrestleMania. This is going to be blockbuster. I'm super excited about this. Oba Femi's entrance is over as fuck. Everybody is chanting Oba. Everyone's doing the walks. Last episode on Raw, they're just clipping to all the people in the crowd, and everybody is just like kids, women, men, like literally everybody. It was everybody's
so over.
It. Yeah, it's insane. So he once again had a one-up over Brock Lesnar. It wasn't a fall from grace. It was just like you hit him over the top rope.
It was what he should have done during the Royal Rumble, but
yes. Well, and the fact that supposedly Brock Lesnar was just like, I'm not doing all this fucking bullshit. Knock me out. Like, guys, take me out. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm over. Like, obviously, it's fuck Brock Lesnar. But I do like that when he took the fall from grace, he told Oba to put his foot on his chest. Like, he really does seem to be kind of like guiding Oba Femi, which I guess I don't expect that from Brock Lesnar. He's always been the dude who had to win and take from people. I will say, since Oba has gone over twice, we still have a couple more weeks before WrestleMania, so obviously Brock Lesnar can just win the next like 3 weeks until WrestleMania gets here. But it'll be very interesting. I was all in on Oba Femi winning, but after he's gotten over the last couple of weeks, now I'm worried that Brock is going to win. So I kind of need Brock to kick his ass until WrestleMania, so then I can go back to expecting Oba Femi to win.
I think that is what the blueprint has to be in order for Oba Femi to win. What I would like to do is see Oba Femi go over every single time.
Oh, and just make it like absolutely dominant.
Just make Brock Lesnar look washed, bro. Just make him look washed. No, I think they'll have it be more competitive than that. I think at this point, it's just them showing that Oba is actually on Brock's level, and Brock is the past couple of weeks not being ready for it. So I think the next few weeks he'll come out, if he does show up, he'll come out a little more prepared for whatever Oba can bring. Now the question is, what involvement, if any, will Seth Rollins have in this feud? Because it seems like he's not necessarily healthy enough to wrestle at Mania. And he's, for the most part, has directed all of his beef and vitriol towards Paul Heyman. So if Seth doesn't have like a proper matchup for Mania, if he can't build towards anything, then I could possibly think that he has some involvement in this match, but that remains to be seen.
The only way, I could see this working is if it somehow becomes like a number one contendership, because I don't see why Seth would join it. Obviously, he will go in to kind of wreck everything because they have the rest of the division, the leftovers of the division. It looks like they're about to win the tag team titles, so they will take it into WrestleMania. Whoever they're going to be fighting, I would assume Seth will help screw them over, and then therefore maybe screw over Brock Lesnar too, because Paul Heyman will be with him. So whoever's tied to Paul Heyman, he would screw over. That is a great way, brilliant thinking, because that is how you protect someone who's just returning from an injury in a triple threat or a fatal four-way, so they don't necessarily have to be in it constantly. They just have to have their moments. You can explain him getting constantly knocked out and he's just down and stuff like that. But again, I still want Femi to win. So, yeah. We need Femi to win because as huge as he is, his entrance is mega. Everything about him is fantastic. Like, you never know what's going to happen from a loss. Like, losing when you're a Randy Orton, when you're a Roman Reigns, a Seth Rollins, you've won so much that people can just be like, all right, whatever, they lost. They can just next week be like, I want a one-on-one title match and get it. Whereas Femi would definitely have to get to the back of the line when he's already been fast-tracked. Like, that rocket it's a small rocket that's strapped to his back because he's already in space. Like he's already about to hit Mars.
Argue that he, out of the three people that came up from that NXT class, came Javon and Trick, his rocket has honestly been the smallest. Like, he's really only had squash matches and squash spots building up to this. So I feel like he is definitely in need of the win here. Just to still be on the same plane as Javon and Trick. At least the attention that they've gotten on their respective brands as well. So
let's talk about Javon real quick. He looks like he will be joining Kofi. Kofi's been pitching him to kind of let him be his mentor. It seems to be just Kofi. That will be interesting.
Xavier's hurt.
Oh, okay.
I think Xavier was hurt.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew he was injured, but they seemed like they were trying to just like act it off. But apparently, it must be serious enough. And the Grayson Waller thing is working. It's not working. Like, he honestly works as like the white dude who's around black people. Like, everybody kind of knows that person, and he does fit that person perfectly. Especially with an accent, you're just like, oh yeah, no, So I kind of like the whole, if he does join, if Javon does join, and let Grayson join too, like full time, because they had a really good match together, like a really good match. And they even called Grayson like the veteran. And I know technically he's been with WWE for a while, but he's still at least I thought he was one of the younger people. Like, maybe he's just he's surprisingly young or surprisingly old for. Oh, he's 36. Oh shit, he's 36.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Did he speed age in NXT, bro? Like, I swear he's only been up here for like 2-3 years.
It hasn't been a while. And even through NXT, he kind of got like fast tracked through. But I guess if you're 32, that makes sense. Like you can't stay down here for too long. We got to see what you're up to. Obviously, roster ages in WWE is just getting older. 36 technically is young, but when you're fighting against Javon Evans, who's 21, like you're old. You're old. Oh man. Oh yeah. Femi. It's been so great seeing him, Javon Evans, Trick, fucking B-Fab, Meechin, and have joined Jay Cargill, and they're like now a group. Like I fucking love that. Like that's what's unfortunate with WWE, because there are things that they do that I enjoy, and it might not be through a story aspect, but it's like things that they do that I am enjoying. But overall, as a show, it's fucking trash. It's boring. It's too many commercials. The timing is off. Like it's not doing well. And obviously, WrestleMania fixes everything. I hope it does. I really do. I really do.
I will say though, one thing that we haven't really been able to talk about, because we haven't really been able to record for a little bit, is that Road Dogg is not with the company anymore. And I feel like with the past couple of weeks of SmackDown, at least, it showed. Because because stuff actually happened on SmackDown. And obviously Randy's big heel turn a couple weeks ago. But then also B-Fab and Meechin joining Jade. Trick gaining momentum, and Sammy kind of almost like leaning into the heel turn here pretty soon. I mean, I didn't really watch. Jacob and fucking Drew killing each other. They're actually trying to rescue the show now, it seems. Which it's needed since it's WrestleMania season, but it's a nice little change of pace now that Road Dogg is not booking the show, I would say.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Randy Orton, I'm in no rush to talk about the next topic in the docket, so let's just bypass. Let's speed this up and talk this whole Randy Orton turn. Cody Rhodes, they did like a talking promo with the contract signature, and I wish I could remember the exact phrase that Cody Rhodes said, but basically he was just like, it's okay to listen to those voices in your head. Like, I will give it to you. But he did it as like a benefit of the doubt. Like, there's no way Randy Orton would do this to me. And he destroyed Cody Rhodes. It was so intense. Cody Rhodes does that. Like, he gets his ass kicked. Like, there's one thing he does. He does that very well. Like, obviously, The Rock did it all over the place. Like, he goes and he doesn't mind doing a cut job. Like, he has no problem bleeding. He does what he needs to, which that is something that I do respect about Cody Rhodes. Like, he is always like a blue-eyed baby face, and that shit does get old. But he lets himself get beat up, and that is appreciated. Let's talk about the beatdown. How were you? Like, I legit was just like, the entire time I was like, what?
Yeah, that was a jaw-dropping moment for me. I am kind of glad it happened, because it does add a lot of substance to the feud building up to WrestleMania. I also was thinking in the moment, like, oh, this is going to add so much more juice to him and his entrances, because people are still going to be probably going to be singing louder, which they were.
Yes.
But it was definitely like, we're going to get insane, chaotic Randy. And I feel like the way he's been carrying his character as of recent does play well into, him going him listening to the voices like this, especially with last week, because it was kind of like you saw like two different Randys. You saw him like start out like, I'm going to do whatever it takes, like I will murder someone to win the WWE Championship again, and then knocking out Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, my fault.
Wow.
This is just at the backstage part. Then hour 2, he's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over myself. Let me go out and apologize. I'm apologizing to Jelly Roll. I'm apologizing to Nick Aldis. I'm apologizing to Cardona. Let me go out to the ring and rectify this." And then Cardona goes out to the ring and he breaks his fucking arm.
Fucking sucker Matt Cardona. Also, like, it's funny, he like, people are like, oh, poor Matt Cardona, he did all this grinding, he's been killing it in the indies, and 2 months into his return he's already out on the show. It's like, bro, he's getting consistent pay. Like, on the indies, you don't know what you're making week to week. So he is now getting a WWE check, and now he just gets to take vacation with his girl, Chelsea Green, who's also sidelined. That poor guy. Oh, poor Matt Cardona. He's literally getting a paid vacation to kick it with wifey. Like, obviously, I know they're not married, but you know the phrase. Like, so, like, I'm jealous of him. I'm jealous of him.
Yeah, that good for him, bro.
Like facts.
He played his role well. No, I really like what it's doing for Randy, though. I feel like you could go very deep, because when Cody comes back, he's gonna want to be like, "Hey, I don't know what came over me. I was just so consumed with the title. My fault." And of course, Cody's not necessarily gonna fall for that unless Randy like super butters him up. Like super gaslights butters him up to the point where it's like the week before Mania, they're all buddy, and then he kills him again. But
oh, I want that.
That would be really funny, but I don't think it plays like that. I think we do get bipolar Randy though, which will be very fun in this build.
Yeah, well, that would be hilarious though. He's just like, he's getting them like gifts and gets him like a new Wheatley vodka bus cover. It's like, look, it's brand new. It's both of us on it and all this little stuff. And final weekend, he's just like the Friday before the WrestleMania, and he's like, oh, you fucker, you got me. You're right. And he goes in to hug him and just immediately like RKO's him and just beats him down. And then with WrestleMania, you're just like, can Cody even wrestle? And there's also your out for Randy Orton to win, other than it's fucking Randy Orton. Of course he can beat Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, yeah.
Yeah. The modern day John Cena. Well, now it's time for a couple of bullshit stories. Things that they're happening, and I was like, oh, this is happening. Let's congratulations to Damian Priest and R-Truth, who are the new tag team champions.
Sure. What the hell, sure? What the hell, sure? What did we sign Motor City Machine Guns for?
I feel bad for them because they like, yes, the money, like they're finally getting the WWE check, but yeah, they were brought to make the tag team something serious and fun, and all they've done, they've just used them to help all of the other tag teams make like chain moves. Because I'm seeing that a lot in WWE, and especially in NXT, like a lot of the tag teams are now starting to have like multiple moves together, where it's like 3 or 4 level moves with tag-ins and stuff like that. And that is Motor Machine. That is their whole thing. Is just like the chain wrestling, innovative ways of showing tag team and making it an art as opposed to like it just being, hey, let's throw these 2 random wrestlers like R-Truth and Damian Priest together.
What you mean, bro? R-Truth and Damian Priest have history. Don't you remember 3 years ago when actually, don't you remember, what was it? 2 years ago, actually. WrestleMania 2 years ago when they both walked out with tag team gold. Now, granted, they weren't the same champion. But, or actually, no. R-Truth took one of Damian's tag titles. That's what it was. But Damian was world heavyweight champion.
Oh yeah,
and then they
R-Truth
all
was a part
celebrated
of
in
the
the ring
Judgment
together.
Day.
R-Truth was part of the Judgment Day.
He was, even though Damian Priest kept hating on him, and now they're best friends.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
Because deep down he liked him, and then when Finn screwed him out of the Judgment Day, he was allowed to like him openly. Which, that's another side topic that we have to touch on. Finn's out of the Judgment Day,
bro. Finally. And just like that, Finn's a heel. He brought his old music back. I am sad because he isn't doing the but that's because the crowd doesn't know it. He tried it once and it worked, and then he tried it again, I think the next week, and people didn't, or maybe he missed it, and since he missed it, they were like, don't worry about it anymore. But I still do it. I still do it in my head, and I think he could easily get the crowd back into it, because that's basically it. If you're a wrestler and your entrance doesn't have some sort of crowd participation, like, you are not taken seriously. Or at least it can help you. I don't want to say you're not taken seriously, but because the yeeting has now like overcame Jey Uso, which we'll talk about that next, because let's get this other bullshit topic out of the way. Johnny Gargano is back in NXT, and instead of him being like, I don't know, one of the greatest NXT wrestlers of all time, a WWE full-time Raw SmackDown wrestler, he is now taking on Miles Bourne for the North American title. I get his whole story is that he is depressed, he's lost, he needs something to feel inspired again. But it's like, is this really what we're doing? We're doing a hard reset on a grown-ass man. So is he supposed to win the North American, then do the NXT, and then go to like, is that just what we're going to do to get him all the way to the world champ? Like, I know Hunter loves him, so maybe this is just like his one last time where they're like, we will give you one try, and we're going to give you like the full-fledged, but you have to start all the way over. Like, I'm going to give it a chance. NXT, they love him. Candice is killing it. She's doing everything. She's been literally carrying him for like 3 months. Shout out to her.
She's been, she's his life support right now.
Yeah, I guess. How do you feel about this? What is this?
I don't know. Like, I would say it's a good opportunity for Miles to have somebody of Gargano's caliber to come back.
Yes,
and
a professional like he is.
Yeah. Feud with him, kind of show him the ropes around it a little bit down in NXT. I do also think that the men's division in NXT is a little thin, especially since you're going to have 4 people fighting for the NXT championship at Stand and Deliver.
Because it needs it.
So so there's not much to go around, especially since I do believe that a lot of the people that are coming up are going to be coming from Evolve, and they still need some time to grow into that role. And Miles now holding a championship and being one of the top guys in NXT. Don't necessarily know if he's ready to be that guy to like bring him in, bring in the new talent, and lead a match. So I feel like this is a good opportunity for Bourne to learn from Gargano in that regard. Storyline wise, makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Doesn't add up. So I'm choosing not to pay attention to that.
Avoid logic as much as possible. I'm with you. But I mean that's also a great point. Like the men's side is struggling. They do need all four of the people chasing after Joe Hendry's title. Say his name. I want him to disappear. I don't believe in Joe Hendry. I don't believe in Joe Hendry. Sorry, bud. Like it, especially seeing him next to the other three guys who like respectfully are, they're like the typical WWE guys. They're like super in shape, big personality, like the kind of witty, they're with it, especially like Ethan. He's like been killing it in NXT for over a year now. Like he's technically the one that I think probably should win this match. He seems the most like ready to run things. I do love what him and Starks are doing as they're like enemies but friends but enemies, but also they're both heels, so it's like it's what you expect. I very much actually enjoy what they're doing. And then Joe Hendry pops up and like he's just laying everybody out so we can take him seriously instead of thinking of him as like the singer guy and stuff like that. I don't know. And then he like takes off a shirt and he's just like, and I'll get it, and I'll give him benefit. Like he does look like he's been hitting the gym. He looks like he's getting himself in shape. But he needs any guy who like wears those like super tight short shorts. Like I feel like there's like a certain, you got to be like a quad god. There's a certain musculature you have to have for stuff like that, and he doesn't have it. So it just makes him look so silly to me. I don't know.
I'm still a believer in Joe Hendry. I feel like they strapped the rocket to him a little too quickly. But I feel like that's because they needed to. They don't really have a lot of people that can be like the guy. Like you're putting all of your the guy guys in this one match.
Mm-hmm.
So I also really think that if Ethan Page wasn't the CW's poster boy, he would be up on the main roster by now, probably in the Vision.
And just fully embrace being young dudes. I would love that actually.
Low key may be a blessing in disguise though, because everybody except Logan and Austin is injured, and we do not need to add Ethan Page to the IR. So, but no, once he comes up, I honestly don't see him winning this match because I think he may get called up soon. I'm hoping he gets called up soon, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it would be another breath of fresh air, especially for the heels of the main roster. But yeah, Ethan is really good. I wouldn't be surprised if he won this match. If they want to give it to Ricky, I guess. If they want Joe Hendry to retain, what does he do afterwards is the big question. And then Tony D'Angelo.
Go back to singing.
Tony D'Angelo is also pretty much anyone but Joe Hendry winning would be interesting, I would say, because there's a lot of different avenues you could go down. Joe Hendry winning is like, okay, but because I do like Joe Hendry, but like also like who's next? Because you just you just killed 3 title chances in one match. And it's all your top guys, so.
Yeah, it's going to have to be some sort of way where Ethan Page was about to win and then Starks screws him over, so then it leaves it open. So that way people can still have the excuses where it's like, I was 2 seconds away from winning, and then you came in and swooped. That, because, a guy like Joe Hendry, people want to cheer, all that other stuff. He's a chase, especially when you're like the blue-eye baby face like he is. Cody Rhodes, because he does such a good promo. Like, Joe Hendry doesn't necessarily do a good promo. He is entertaining. He's fun. Like, his skits are great. Like, he's a great character. But his promos are okay. His wrestling is okay. Speaking of okay promos, did you see Sol Ruka and Zarya, their promo that they did? My girl Sol Ruka, she did not do good. She did not. It was not good. She like misplaced. She didn't necessarily know the direction that she wanted to go. She even tried to fake cry, but then like forgot her line, so then stopped crying. Like it wasn't great, and the crowd were like booing her because she's trying, because they're making her the heel. And
they're making Sol Ruka the heel.
Yes. Yep. And
not Zarya.
No, well, because the way that it is so Ruka it has won all these opportunities, but also she hasn't given anything to Zarya, and so Ruka has constantly won, and even the way that she's kind of phrasing things it's very heelish, but it's not working with Sol Ruka because she is just so used to being a face. She doesn't quite understand how to make things sound so evil. But Zarya comes out and she fucking smashes it. Like the crowd's like cheer, and the crowd is booing Sol Ruka. Like she is, and I think that that's what it is. Like she's gotten so good, and she has stolen things from Zarya. So it just people are they're fickle. Also, especially the NXT, that NXT crowd, like their personalities, like they want to run the shit. Yeah, so they were booing the fuck out of Sol Ruka and cheering Zarya, and that is, if they're smart, they would just keep going with it and hope somehow through the wrestling match it'll flip if it's done well enough. But yeah, Sol Ruka, terrible promo. I very much enjoy her, but it was a terrible promo, and that means that she's going to be in NXT for a little bit longer.
Yeah, if they want her to become a heel, then she will 100% need to learn how to take the boos and be able to fight through the crowd reaction. That being said, I don't necessarily know if I agree with making her the heel for this particular feud.
Zarya literally wears spikes on her shoulders and has face paint. Like, she is such an obvious heel.
and she was the one that backstabbed Sol Ruka while they were both faces. So it's not really particularly adding up for me with this feud. Especially since, are they still going to be doing like a triple threat with JC for the women's title, or is it just
that happened a couple of weeks ago, and Zarya again did all the work, kicked all the ass, but Sol Ruka fell into it. JC Jane fell into it and pinned Sol Ruka while Zarya was out of the ring and wasn't able to break it up. Like, Zarya should have won, but again, Sol Ruka got pinned, so it just kind of makes it even look like Zarya's the bigger and better one. Yeah, it's very interesting, and they're both great wrestlers, so they're gonna tell a great story wrestling wise. It's what they're gonna do with the promos. Looks like they're gonna be fighting at Stand and Deliver. I'm there for it. I'm gonna be locked in because I very much enjoy both of them. Like, very much enjoy both of them. Jey Uso, he commanded Roman Reigns to attack CM Punk because Roman Reigns was leaving the ring, and Jey Uso was like, "No, bro, get him! Get him!" And he got into the ring, got pissed off, and attacked CM Punk. Jey Uso was doing the Maverick thing, went into the ring, started that shit with CM Punk, wanted to fight CM Punk, and even Roman Reigns didn't tell Jey Uso to get out of the ring. He told his brother to get Jey Uso and get out of his ring. And even then, he was like, "I'm gonna say this as nice as I can." That's not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he's being soft, and I get that he's doing this to try to like welcome and acclimate and show that he's sorry without having to say "I'm sorry." But he's showing a lot of weakness that it looks like Jey Uso could potentially be stepping up and taking. Like Jey Uso, Tribal Chief era uploading. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just gonna forget all the like meandering that he's been doing for the last couple of weeks. But he's yelling, he's passionate, he's angry. I kind of fucks with it. He's not doing the yeeting with the people. They're doing it, but he's just snarling.
He's kind of leaning into it. He's kind of I do find it interesting that Jey was able to command Roman to attack CM Punk. That wouldn't have happened even when Jey was still in the earlier bloodline, but B, when they had their like mini reunion type thing where he wanted to be equals, Roman still wouldn't have gone and attacked anyone. So it's another interesting thing, which I feel like was low-key needed after last week's promo battle where CM Punk got mad at Roman just for calling him old. After Roman didn't lift a finger when CM Punk insulted his dead parent. I would have liked. I feel like if you're gonna go head for head, I feel like Roman should have mentioned Larry. I feel like Roman should have mentioned Larry.
Wow, you're the Chicago dude, and you're telling him to go after his dead dog? Wow, that's crazy. I mean, he went after his
dead dad, bro. It turned about his fair game.
Hey, but you know how the whites are with their dogs, though. That might be too far.
It probably is. That's probably why they didn't go with it. It's probably why they didn't go with it.
Oh, people would have lost their damn minds.
No,
I'm with you though.
It's. I'm interested to see because obviously Jey is gonna lose focus and they're about to lose their tag titles. So I'm interested to see A, what that dynamic with Jimmy is going to be, but B, what happens in the Mania match, because CM Punk is not going to go in there with any backup. Jey will most likely be out there at some point trying on Roman's side, probably trying to command him. Don't know how much of that Roman will take out. Don't know where Jimmy will come into it, if he's going to try to chill Jey out or side with him. There's layers to this now.
Yeah.
Layers that were probably needed, so.
You don't think Jimmy and Jey are going to run back their match?
No. That we don't need Super Kick Fest 2.
No, we don't. But when has the things that we needed or don't need ever been a priority or a concern to modern day WWE? Like, we didn't even talk about it. The whole Rhea Jade social media spat that they had. Did you see that? Like, did you think it was work? Did you think it was planned?
Oh, that was 100% a shoot. That was not planned. That was I feel like that was a little real. That
It
was a
was
little
very
real.
real. No, it was very real.
As soon as other superstars start getting involved with it, it becomes real.
That's why it actually hurt me to see Chelsea Green getting into this, and then for the last for the whole week or so after, people were pulling up all the times. Chelsea Green has gone after Jade a few times, and she's definitely gone kind of snooty white girl towards Jade, and then it's been hurting my heart. You're just oh, I didn't know you were possibly one of them. Oh no!
I don't think it's one of those issues. I think it's a Jade exclusive issue because she has been there to stand up for other people in the community. Yeah. So yeah. I think it is just an exclusively a Jade issue.
Which a lot of people have that Jade issue. So I do understand that. She's a lot to take, but also she's stunning and incredibly in shape, and of course, and especially with someone like Chelsea Green who got one of her bosses on Netflix told the whole world that she will never be anyone more than a 5-minute person. So I understand. I would be pissed off about that too. I'd be upset about that too. So yeah, absolutely. This was a chance for her to kind of insert herself and try to be hey, I belong up here with everybody else. Put me in here. I would like to see that of her. I think she can make the time worth it. But all that stuff was very interesting. And then for them to show up, everybody was super excited about SmackDown, and all of a sudden they were your muscles aren't even real. They're just for show. I was all right, I'm over this. I'm over this. We're not doing this. We're not. But also Rhea, going and first off, her getting upset because Jade insinuated that she's a kiss ass. It's yeah, Rhea, we know you were the dork in school who all of a sudden got tall and ripped, and now you're attractive. You've glued up, but you were probably the biggest dork in middle school. It doesn't surprise me that you kiss up to your boss. What are you talking about? She got so upset about it, which told me it was true. You don't get that upset if it's not true. It's just how dare you say that? Ah! And Jay was bro, see? Look at these nerds. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Oh. Let's hope something good comes out of it. I still think Rhea Ripley's going to win, and I don't think that's the right choice. If they really want to make Jade that bitch, they need to have Jade beat her down.
If they want to, yeah. I don't know if it'll happen. But...
No. Rhea's gone a long time without that title. And when megastars, top people in the company go a long time without belts, they tend to reward them. Especially when you're a face. When you're a heel, they will always make up excuses. But when you're a face, like Rhea Ripley, yeah, no, she has to win. And Jade still has her crew. There's she'll be fine. I think Jade is ready to go. It'll be very interesting. I would like to let them be a little real in this lead up, because if it's just going to be these predetermined conversations that have nothing to do with anything, it's going to ruin everything, and everyone's going to forget that they argued on social media, honestly,
right.
Which is not what they should be doing. They should be embracing all of that.
They should absolutely be feeding into all of it, but then I feel like the match will probably get too real, so they probably told them to chill it out.
Right? Well, because Rhea Ripley, she is a really good wrestler, so she could get real but still make it look like a wrestling match, where Jade is still kind of growing in that, where I can see her not pulling a punch and actually doing a Nia Jax to Becky Lynch, actually breaking her nose type of thing, which would be would honestly be good for both characters, if we're being honest. Anything else before we get out of here?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously there are plenty of other things, but it's wrestling. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I'm looking at going to AEW on Saturday. So maybe next week when we record, I will have some stories to regale. I would love it because this would be my first AEW. It'd be my first like wrestling, like professional wrestling. I've gone to like the local one. We have because Seth Rollins has a company around here, and so it's been around before, but they use a lot of the same people. And so I've seen that SCW. That's what it's called around here. I've done that a lot, but I have not done a WWE AEW. So this would be super exciting if I go.
Oh yeah, definitely make that trip.
Yeah, Yep. I just got a nap Saturday and before I hit the road and go and do it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, hour and a half that's light work, honestly.
Yeah, that's easy.
B-Flem, tag yourself. Let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Yeah. 50 plus donors. German
Let's go.
Soccer Talk. Just got off one of those shows where we found some very interesting what's it called? Very interesting team shop items. Outside of that, twitch.tv/redouble_Flem. It's where I do my personal streams where we just talk about whatever, play whatever, do whatever. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Check them out. Oh, it's a good time. The homie. At YFW Podcast on Instagram and Blue Sky at YFW Podcast. Check us out. At Shades of Blue and W. The entire group. Talking Man City Men and Women episode just dropped for that. Enjoying Carabao Cup greatness. City Women 8 points away from winning their first W League title in a decade.
Yo,
very exciting things going on. Having a good time over here, and we have our 4th anniversary kit. $40, $45 if you want to add your name and number to it. Should check that out. Okay, this is your favorite wrestling podcast. Hard times don't last, but podcasts do.